It's that time. It's that time to lock in. It's that time to focus. It's that time to actually do what you want to do and proving the concept of everybody's wrong opinions, everybody's wrong negative thoughts, everybody's opinions, or just the environment that embraces the thoughts that they don't agree or they don't understand what you want to do, right? So I just want to start with this video is that there's no such thing as proving anybody wrong, right? The concept of this video is just to make sure that you're proving your negative thoughts wrong, you're proving such words wrong, you're proving wrong mentalities, wrong perspectives, into a way where people see your success, people see your life self-improvement, your life changing. People start realizing that, hey, this guy, I mean, look at him. How is he different from me? Why is he succeeding? Why is he accomplishing his goals? But at the end of the day, like, I'm not any different from this person. I'm not no different from you. You're not different from me. The other successful person is not any different from me, right? So, whenever you see someone successful and you start putting your mentality, you start comparing yourself, you put this wrong perspective that why is he there? How did he deserve that money? Like what makes him better than me? You know? So having those same negative thoughts, and all of us, we always have it. Like it's normal. It's a normal thing, right? So we always have this negative thought or negative perspective or negative mindset that a lot of people unsubconsciously always try to project just because it's natural. It's normal. It's how society is, and that's how we grew up. That's the way we experience life, and it is what it is, right? So, basically, is that no matter what people have said, no matter what words you said, no matter how your mentality is, no matter how your perspective or how horribly you think to yourself, it's never too late for a comeback. It's never too late for a comeback. This is gonna be the video that probably most likely is gonna change your life. This is gonna be the video that's gonna change everything for you. This is gonna be the video that's gonna for sure put you in a different position, different perspective, and different thought than what you have right now, right? So it's never late for you to come back. Do the stuff that you should be doing. Enter your own truth and respond with action. You have words in your mind that want to dictate a direction for you, but you're still here, right? Your mind is telling you to go over there, even though that's where you want to be, that's where you want to work towards to, but you're staying here. Like, you're staying here and you're supposed to be here. And you're staying here because of negative people, negative thoughts, negative outcomes, overthinking, anxiety, loneliness, and you never get to an experience with this path. You just stay in this path and you don't change, right? And the reason why the reason why there's such negative thoughts, the reason why a lot of people tend to project, well, it's not even about people. I would say just how our environment is because we live in a spiritual world. We live in a spiritual warfare. We live in a world where everything matters in the sense of how you think to yourself, how your energy is, the way you react to certain situations, the way you talk, the way you see someone, the way you see yourself, the way you portray yourself, the way you portray your actions. Like everything matters. Everything matters. However you think to your inside, and also how you do the things in the outside, right? And the reason why people talk is because a lot of people are different. Everybody's different here. Nobody is the same. And that's unique of it because, some people are not just deserved or they don't really comply with the things that you want to do. And that's when it starts. When people don't understand or they don't know what you want to do, they're always going to say something because they don't know any better, right? But think about it like this. All the people who already made it, all the people who are successful, all the people who are basically the person you want to become or you look up to, they never talk down on the people or the persons that want to make it, because they truly understand what it took. They truly understand how it feels in order for them to get there. So what I'm trying to say is that, why are you listening to people who are not even in the position that you want to be in life? Why are you listening to people who don't even align with what you want to do? Why are you listening to words that don't even matter? They're pure just words. They're just thoughts. Because at the end of the day, I always mention this as well. You are not your thoughts. You are you. Simply not, you are you, right? So some of the ways where I feel like a lot of people tend to stay with their ego, right? And then they actually want to prove people wrong. But the case here is that you're not proving anybody wrong here. What you're trying to prove is that there's no such thing as being negative. There's no such thing as a negative perspective. There's no such thing as not becoming the person that you want to be. You are going to become the person that you want to be. That's exactly why you're doing it. And that's exactly what you're proving wrong. You're not proving wrong people. You're not proving wrong anybody. Anybody's mindset, anybody's perspective, nobody's. You're proving wrong on how they think, how their thoughts work, and how basically the world is, right? So I feel like a lot of people tend to be attached to their egos, and whenever you have an ego, you don't really realistically see in a way how you can better yourself. Because when you have an ego, you automatically are gonna portray this self-image that you're better than everybody else. You have a false image, like I was mentioning, and you're truly, I would say, lost, right? And when you have an ego, you're not really thinking to yourself, but you're thinking out of other people's opinions. So you have to release that ego and be real. Stand true and be honest to yourself. There's a lot of things that you can improve. Like, even for me, I'm not the perfect guy. I'm not the best. I think I'm the best, but I'm not the best. I always seek improvement. There's always room for improvement. So I'll always release my ego in order for me to get better. Because my ego is just gonna make you think that you're in a certain level, right? And sometimes it's good to have an ego, but a lot of people tend to have the bad ego. There's a difference between having a good ego and a bad ego. The bad ego is that you don't want to listen to anybody because you think you're better. But the good ego is that you think you're the best, but you still want to seek improvement. And that's why you're releasing that tension of you not trying to be better than the people who already made it. Does that make sense? So, I feel like just don't talk, right? Don't talk and just do it. Just don't talk. Just do it, right? Because the more you keep talking, the more you're gonna. Okay, so the more you keep talking about a problem, you're just gonna create another problem. The more you keep talking about the other problem, you're gonna think a solution, and then a solution is gonna create another problem, and it's gonna be a loop. And people get inside their brains because they really don't know what to do with themselves. They really don't know how to think stuff through. They really don't know how to be composed and calm, and that's what gets them in the best level, right? It gets them in a overwhelming feeling that they don't want to do it anymore. They talk about it too much. They talk about it as if they are already experiencing those problems. You're thinking ahead. You haven't even experienced those problems at the moment, and you're already you're already expecting it. You're already assuming that those problems are gonna come in your life, right? And certain things like that, man, like, why are you doing that? Like, you're wasting time. You're implementing a false reality, and you're basically not doing anything. You're not being productive. You're seriously not being productive. You're automatically being negative. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares if you fail. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody cares what happens in your inside. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares what you think. It's just the way you persuade yourself in these situations, because nobody else is gonna believe in you. Nobody else is gonna support you in a way where they're gonna help you get in your goals, but make you feel better, having a different perspective, right? So you have to understand. You have to come to understanding that if shit happens, it was meant to happen, right? But stay locked in. Do what you're supposed to do. and be a student in life. Always be a student in life. Never set the bar too low, because at the end of the day, it's about the progression, and the more you progress, the better you get. But yeah, man, it's been Fredo Saga. Let's leave the dimension expansion with some new game, and let's implement it into the real world. Let's get it.